Welcome to our first in-home Advent by Candlelight. I'm thrilled that we're able to be together in spite of the limitations of COVID-19. I know that you've probably already shared where the restrooms are in your home, so I don't need to go over that with you. And I know that you're enjoying a delicious dinner or a yummy dessert, or maybe both. I'm just glad that we can be together in sharing this awesome video. The theme this year is 2020 Vision. I'm sure some of you wore these last New Year's Eve, not knowing what was ahead of us for 2020, but it certainly wasn't 2020 Vision. I know for myself, I focused a lot on me. How was I going to manage through this? How was I going to get clarity? Things seemed bigger than what they needed to be, or they appeared that way. Do I go to the grocery store? Do I buy Clorox wipes or hand sanitizer or toilet paper or gloves? Why are the grocery store shelves so empty? When will I see my kids and my grandkids again? I was zooming in on all the wrong things, and it caused me fear and anxiousness. Binoculars. Binoculars help you see far away. And when you focus the lenses, they allow you to see clarity. I know I needed to refocus and let go and let God. I wasn't sure what the truth was anymore. I had to stop being on Facebook because people were posting delicious dinners, home projects, and relaxation, and I wasn't at that point due to my circumstances. So I needed to get rid of that blur, and I needed to grab those binoculars and get a clearer picture of what seemed far away. I knew that God was in control. I knew that God knew exactly what was going on, and I knew that He is the truth. He's with us every step of the way. So what have I learned through all this? I loved the flexibility at the beginning of the lockdown of working, exercising, and working again. It was great for my brain. Zoom meetings are good for some things and not good for other things. We learned how to create a game night in our home with Ticket to Ride, and we still continue to do that. We explored many new neighborhoods through long walks and bike rides. I miss having people in my home for dinner. And it's tough to exercise with a mask on. I'm willing to take risks to be with my family. And I never would have gotten to know our 5th and 7th graders at our school if it weren't for daily temperature checks. The scripture verse for our event is from Psalm 139, verses 1 through 3. O Lord, you have examined me and you know me. You alone know when I sit down and when I get up. You read my thoughts from far away, and you watch me when I travel and when I rest. I am grateful for God's 2020 vision to know me dearly. And maybe He's using 2020 to give me clarity in who's in charge. I hope that you can experience clarity through His love and through our special message and song. I'd like to introduce Lisa and Mary, 2 women who have compassion for others and love the Lord dearly. And I'm excited that they get to share themselves with you through song and their message.
When you're shattered by grief, can't find a reason to sing, on your hardest of days, when you're fighting for faith, you are not alone here. You are not alone here. He is near to the brokenhearted.
The year 2020 is almost behind us, and when it is behind us, we will all breathe a huge sigh of relief. But we might be asking ourselves the question, what comes next? Will it be better than what we've been going through, or will it be more challenging? Will it be exciting or disappointing? We just don't know. But somehow we made it through these last few months. Maybe you made it through by taking walks. Maybe you made it through by drinking wine or binging Netflix. Maybe you made it through by Zooming with your friends or not Zooming with your friends anymore after that got kind of old. Did these things work for you? Did they really help you to get through the challenges of this past year? Will they help you to get through whatever's yet to come? Or do you need something different? Do you need something better? Maybe what you need is Advent. We're gathered here together in this virtual time to celebrate Advent and to kick off the Advent season, which happens at the same time as the Christmas season. But these two seasons, although they celebrate the same thing and end at Christmas, they both go about it a little bit differently. The Christmas season is full of hustle and bustle. It's full of shopping and decorating and presents. It's full of parties and food and friends. It's usually a very fun time, but it can also be very overwhelming. And sometimes, for some of us, it's disappointing and it's lonely because something's not the way it should be. But Advent is different. Advent is a time of quiet reflection and hopeful anticipation. During Advent, we quietly reflect on the people of the Bible who lived 2,000 and 3,000 years ago. They were hoping that God would keep a promise. God had promised that he would come and live with them physically on the earth. They hoped for a long time, for many generations and many years. And eventually, God showed his amazing love by coming to be with them in the person of Jesus Christ. Those biblical people must have felt so much joy knowing that God had kept his promise and that he had come to walk with them, to talk with them, and to teach them his ways. During Advent, we reflect on all of those things. And we can also reflect on the message that the angels brought on the night that Jesus was born. It was a message of peace, because they said that this little baby who's been born will grow up to bring peace to the earth. During Advent, we don't just look back in quiet reflection. We also look ahead in hopeful anticipation. We can anticipate with hope how Jesus will be present in our lives right now. How will he show us his love? We'll see his love because he'll hear our prayers. We'll see his love because he will provide for our needs. We'll see his love as he walks with us through everything that we go through. We will also be hopefully anticipating the joy of Jesus. How will we sense his joy? Well, it will be there, even in the struggles that we face, because joy is so much deeper than happiness. Joy is that sense of knowing for sure that Jesus is with us, walking with us, watching over us, and caring for us through everything we go through. We can also hopefully anticipate peace. Now, peace is something that a lot of us probably haven't felt much of in these last months. I think we felt a lot more anxiety. All I have to say are words like virus, pandemic, politics, racial challenges, and struggles. All of these things make our anxiety level rise. We fear the things that we've been going through these last months. We worry about them. We've cried about them. We've maybe been very frustrated and angry. But do our fears and our cries and our frustrations do anything to change these situations? They don't. When we take all of those things, the fear, the anxiety, the frustration, and give it to Jesus, he will take those feelings and those situations and hold them in his hands. He's already there in those situations. He's already working, even though we may not be able to see how. He's there, and he'll take care of it. When we hand it over to him, we will experience his peace. Our hopeful anticipation during Advent doesn't end, though, with us anticipating how Jesus will be present in our lives. It looks forward to the future time when Jesus says he'll come back and live with us again here on this earth, physically be with us. At that time, when he comes, the Bible tells us that every tear will be wiped from our eyes, that there will be no more death, and the things of this world will go away, because he will come to make all things new. And when he does, it will be glorious. So I'm going to ask you again, what's going to get you through the weeks and months that are to come? Will it be taking more walks? Will it be binging more Netflix? Will it be Zooming some more with your friends or drinking more wine? Or will it be relying on Jesus to fill you with hope, to show you his love, to bring you joy, and to quiet you with his peace? Jesus knows you. He sees what's going on in your life. He understands you, and he is already there.